My name is David Griffiths from JSJS Designs. I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the LightwaveRF iPhone app. The app's available on the App Store. Just look for LightwaveRF. It's a free download and it will allow you to control all of the LightwaveRF devices in your home using the Wi-Fi link, the LightwaveRF Wi-Fi link, either locally using your iPhone across your local Wi-Fi or remotely using 3G or whatever internet connection you can get when you're out and about. Okay, so the app looks like this, and the little logo looks like this. And when you load it, first of all, there's no information in there at all, and it's not connected to anything. And if you try to press on a button, because you've not set any of the rooms up, first thing it'll do is ask you for details about your room name. So if I type in sitting room for room 1, if I then click on the same button again, it now knows that it's the sitting room, so it doesn't ask us for the name again. It simply goes into the room. Here you've got 6 devices. Each device is in effect a switch. You can control as many different things from this one button as you like. So if you've got 4 lamps in your sitting room, for example, then you can put all of them on one switch, or you can have one on each of the 4 switches. You've got 3 mood switches, these green fellas here, and what they do is allow you to preset everything in the room just to the way you want it, either on, off, or to a certain level, dim level, and then you can save those moods and use them again just by pressing the one button, and the big red all off button turns everything off. So if I set up a device, I simply click on it first time. It wants to know what it's all about, so we call it, let's be really original, called the lamp. Say OK. Now it can be either an on-off switch or a dimmer, radiator, an open and close item like a curtain track or a garage door or whatever, and lots of other bits and pieces as well. But let's make it a dimmer for the time being, and we'll save the settings, and we're now ready to go. The only thing we have to do now to make our light turn itself on is connect the iPhone to the Wi-Fi link and then connect the Wi-Fi link to the light switch. So first time I press the button, it'll give me choices. If I want to turn the lamp on, because I've never used this iPhone before, I get a communication error from my Wi-Fi link, which is basically my Wi-Fi link saying, I don't know this iPhone, is it one that you want me to remember for the future? Because of course it could be someone outside the house, outside your ownership. You might not want them to be able to get onto your Wi-Fi. So we say yes, and I've just pressed the button on the Wi-Fi link itself to say yes, register this iPhone. So if I try again now, it will accept. Little message comes up on the screen on the Wi-Fi link, and we know we're in business. So all I've got to do now is go across to the switch that I'm going to control. I put the switch into learning mode, and you'll see how that's done in another video. But essentially I just press the up button and the down button on a switch. When the lights start to flash, I fire off this command again, and I can see a little quick flash from the lights on the switch, and I know I'm paired. I'm now in business. My lamp is actually turning itself on and off. There you go. That's all we have to do. We can set up more lights. We can set our lights to dim levels. We can even jump onto the more screen here, where we can have certain preset dims. So if I want to go to 25%, I can then just nudge him up nice and gently. I can also lock and unlock this switch, or it could be a plug socket, for example, so I can stop people changing the levels. If I'm happy with what I've got, I could lock a plug socket, for example, if I didn't want the children to turn the kettle on accidentally, something like that. I think that's enough for the first video. Let's see how that went.